Hello students, this is again Professor Dr. Moina. Now I am again continuing with the same work which we were doing, that is we have prepared our sodium extract. Now we will start our test. As I told you, the three tests: test for nitrogen. The first test is test for nitrogen. So for that test you are going to take almost in the measuring cylinder, you are going to measure 2 ml of your sodium extract that is supposed to be colorless. Now you will alkaline it. Alkaline it means that you are going to change its pH behavior. That means you are going to add some alkali. Alkali means some salt. You are going to add it. To make it alkaline, you can use sodium hydroxide easily. Few drops you will add it. As we are doing the qualitative analysis, you do not need to measure how much, right? You are not finding any percentages or quantitatively. So after that, you will simply add a freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution into it. Few drops again you will, and then you will heat it a little bit to boil. And after the boiling, you will find some changes. You will add, you can say concentrated, if sulfuric acid is available, you will simply add concentrated sulfuric acid into it, few drops again, and so keep that in your mind that your solution should be hot, right? Caution. Now what will happen? In few seconds, you'll see your compound turns blue in color. Now what shade of blue is there? Sometimes the blue is like, you can say this color, this bluish color is also it indicates the presence of nitrogen. And I have another blue shade with me. This blue color, sometimes it turns this much blue. That means nitrogen is there, and it's a strongly nitrogenous containing compound, right? And sometimes you get a little lighter grayish shade. That also indicates the presence of nitrogens, right? So simply, this is very simple. And you will simply record your findings that your compound contains nitrogen, and you will solve, write down the reaction of your sodium extract with nitrogen. It's a very simple reaction, and I have provided it in your scheme. So it's like that. Now the next is your test for sulfur. Again, you will take in a test tube, you are going to take 2 to 4 ml of your freshly prepared sodium extract, and you will add a sodium nitroprusside solution into it. Almost, you can say 1 ml is enough. You can add. If you get a violet coloration, that means that sulfur is present. Whereas and after you have the idea that your compound has got the violet coloration, that means sulfur is also there. And if you doesn't find anything, that means sulfur was absent, right? But if you have the violet coloration, that means sulfur is there. Now you are going to perform the confirmatory test, that is the lead acetate test. First we do the test, and then we do the confirmatory test to confirm the presence. So now you will do the confirmatory test, and you will see. If you observe, you will take again 1 ml of the compound. It's all written in your scheme. Just go through your schemes. If you have your schemes, just go through them. And you will add 3 to 4 drops of acetic acid, and again you will add, you can say 3 to 4 drops of your lead acetate, right? What you are going to observe, black precipitates. All of a sudden black precipitates, that indicates strongly the presence of sulfur. Now if both sulfur and nitrogen are present together, you are going to perform the ferric chloride test. That is right. You will simply it is going to tell you, is going to tell you the confirmation. It is going to confirm the presence of nitrogen and sulfur both, right? You will have a blood red coloration. Simply you will acidify 1 ml of sodium extract with concentrated hydrochloric acid, or you can use even the dilute hydrochloric acid. And in the end, the last step, you will add ferric trichloride. Few drops of ferric trichloride will be added, and you will get a blood red coloration indicating strongly the presence of nitrogen and sulfur. So after that, you will do test for halogens. The first test for halogens is the presence of whether your compound contains chlorine, right? For that, you are going to find out, do the silver nitrate test. You will take 2 ml of your sodium extract, and you will dilute it with concentrated nitric acid and boil with silver nitrate solution, and you will get white precipitates indicating chlorine. That indicates the presence of chlorine, and white precipitates are finally soluble in ammonium hydroxide. That confirms the presence of chlorine.